This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJ XOXO. This tarot card reading is on Jaguar Wright. But before we start, here's my disclaimer. Everything I say in this reading is alleged. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. Tarot card readings are subject to interpretation and should not be taken as absolute. So Jaguar is protected. She's guarded. She has guardian angels around her, and they are protecting her. But I also feel like she is trying to expose the guardians, right? Like the gatekeepers, from what I see. Jaguar could be spiritually gifted. I feel like her third eye is open. She has an inner knowing. She could be sneaky, slick, sly at times. But I also get the energy of her exposing people who are sneaky, slick, and sly. Jaguar could be flexible. She could be sensual. I feel like maybe she could have been abused as a child. Maybe she's dealing with childhood trauma. She could have been neglected. She could have been abusive as a mom. Maybe her children are dealing with forms of trauma. They could feel neglected also. I'm getting the energy of like generational curses. And when she was a teenager, like in junior high school, she could have been clumsy, shy, an introvert. Maybe she could have been awkward, but she always had the desire to be popular. And I get the energy of someone stepping into their power. Jaguar's logical though. She is head over heart, and I think she's a Taurus, but I feel like she could have air in her chart somehow. She could be an air sign in her chart somewhere. She's strategic, she's intellectual, she's a thinker. She considers things, but she's also quick thinking. She's quick wit. Her mouth could be deadly though. She knows how to say things that are very hurtful. She may lie. She could be like a trickster. She could be deceitful at times, but I also get the energy of the people that she's trying to expose. Their venomous words, their trickery, their lies, their deceit. There's a snake around her is the energy I'm getting. People feel like she's a snake. There are people who have interacted with her. This is the energy I'm receiving. I'm not saying this is who she is. This is just what I'm picking up. There are people who have interacted with her who may perceive her as a snake, but I also get the energy of snakes being around her. And somebody is definitely trying to get her, child. Somebody stalking her. They want to be violent. The M word. They want to commit a crime against her. This person could have committed crimes against other people. Jaguar could have, if she has siblings, she could have harmed a sibling. Maybe if her children could have harmed each other. I'm not exactly sure who's the sibling, but in some way, someone was violent against their sibling. And there's a psychopath that's basically trying to get her. I get the energy of stalking and praying. Somebody stalking her and praying on her. This is my Grammy card. The cards have meanings, but when you do tarot, you can also assign meanings to the cards, and whenever I see this card, I see Grammy. So I feel like she has the Grammys on her mind. I don't know if she's ever won a Grammy, but I feel like maybe if she hasn't, is the energy I'm picking up, that she probably feels like she's someone who truly deserves to win. Like she knows that how the game is played. I don't think that she likes the way the game, like in the music industry, I don't think that she appreciates the way the game is played, because I feel like she's somebody that believes that she is truly talented. Like she actually can sing, she actually has the gift, she actually has the voice, but she feels like the people who have won, who are winning, are not as talented or gifted as her. So that's the energy I'm picking up. But I also feel like she's received some type of clarity on a situation, and once again, she has to have air in her chart. She's very analytical is the energy I'm picking up, and she thinks a lot. She's very strategic is what I'm hearing. She's thoughtful, but not in a kind way. She could be thoughtful in a kind way, but the energy I'm picking up from thoughtful is that she thinks a lot. She's always thinking. And she could be dealing with some heartbreak, some kind of tragedy, some type of chaos. Once again, with the alienation, she could feel alienated, like left out. And even with the Grammy, I feel like she feels like she should have won a Grammy, and it like breaks her heart or broke her heart. Times where she may have been nominated. I don't know her history as far as Grammy nominations, and she didn't win. I feel like those moments could have broken her heart. But I also get the energy of her discovering something that is extremely heartbreaking. Something came to light that broke her heart into pieces. And Jaguar gives me the energy of like two personalities. Maybe she has multiple personalities. She could be like a really sweet person, but when you cross her, she is a beast. I get the energy of sacrifice. I feel like people are trying to sacrifice her. God bless, God forbid. This is the sacrificial lamb for me. I also get the energy of her saying like, I'm not a punk. Y'all cannot punk me. She's not a lamb. She's letting you know I'm a monster. She's letting them know, like, go ahead and sleep on me and think I'm soft. I'm a monster. I will devour you before you could ever sacrifice me, is the energy I'm picking up. And this is like the partnership and planning card. So I feel like she travels a lot. She moves around a lot. She's always thinking about what move to make next. Maybe she could be thinking about that right now. Like she travels around the world, if not around the world, globally, not globally, around the world, like maybe around the United States. She makes a lot of moves. She's always planning on what move I need to make next. She doesn't seem like somebody that likes to stay in one place, and it's something that she's not happy with. She's really not happy with something that's being offered to her. Something that's breaking her heart. Ooh, someone could have broken her heart. They weren't giving her what she needed or wanted. This could be a lover, maybe a husband, a boyfriend. I don't know her relationship status. When I pulled the cards, I did see a lot of like separation, breakup, divorce type stuff. So maybe a relationship could have broken her heart or disappointed her in some way. Maybe she feels let down about a relationship or a situation that didn't work out in her favor. But I see, look, deviant and chaos. This is like the Tower card. And I feel like there is chaos and destruction that follows her and surrounds her. But I also get the energy of like this. Like she's trying to take, like in some way help take down the industry. She's trying to help take down the infrastructure of the music industry. Maybe make a change for new artists coming up. Because like I said, she feels cheated out of her own career. But I feel like she could be dealing with her own little Tower moments in life. And there are miracles in motion. This gives me spiritual work energy. Like she could be like into voodoo, hoodoo, or some type of spirituality. This gives me spiritual work. And I feel like maybe she does abundance rituals, or she could pay someone, if she doesn't actively do it herself, she could pay someone to do rituals to bring wealth and abundance into her life, good luck into her life. I'm getting the energy of like, like with the turban and stuff, like an African priestess. She could be, like I said, she could be spiritually gifted, but I feel like she either does rituals or spell work, or she goes to someone to bring wealth and abundance into her life. And miracles are happening. She's going to get good luck and stuff like that. Despite all the chaos and drama, she's also working on bringing good luck and abundance into her life. And once again, this is similar to the Strength card. I feel like she has two personalities, like do not cross me. She's a beast. She probably even, how do you say, like a lion or a tiger could be her spirit animal. Her strength is being tested right now too, but she is very strong. I feel like she's up for the challenge, but her test is definitely being tested at this time. And she's uncertain about a lot of things going on right now, about her life, about the direction that her life is going in. I get the energy of having a fear of the unknown, not sure what's going to happen next, wanting to be in control of the outcome of situations, but not knowing, like you don't have control. Everything is in divine timing. God is in control. So it's like the unknown is she's fearful. She wants to know, but she can't know. She doesn't know. She's a very creative person, and with creative expression, this gives me like, she expresses herself creatively through her music. Maybe she's a poet, a writer, you know, she probably writes her own music. She can expect some type of gift or proposal or some type of invitation. People could be inviting her to speak or perform somewhere. And with this gives me the energy of like slaying dragons for some reason. I feel like she's a dragon slayer. She, once again, I said she seemed like with the word root. She uproots herself is the energy I'm receiving. She is someone who constantly uproots herself. She explores the world. She moves around. She doesn't stay in one place. But this is also connected to the Page of Swords. So that's like with curiosity, the blog. So I feel like with her doing, like maybe she travels a lot, or this could be like her speaking on all those podcasts and stuff like that. This is like a gossip card for me, blog card for me, news media type of card. And I feel like she's slaying dragons with her mouth. Even though this is a mind card, it's a mental card, she's using her mouth to slay dragons. That is her strength. That is her strength, is her mouth. Yeah, she's a singer. She's a writer. Her words, her mind is powerful. That is her strength. But she could be a confrontational person, and somebody may try to confront her. Somebody may aggressively approach her about an issue. But I feel like with this reading, I get a strong energy of the people that she's attacking, or maybe not attacking, but the people that she's trying to confront, she's just like them in some ways. Maybe not with some of the things that she's saying as far as like the freak offs and all that stuff or whatever like that. But I feel like she's also somebody who is like, even though she's trying to confront people and maybe someone will confront her, she's just the same way. Like she's just as aggressive. So I get two energies from each of these from these cards when I see them. Sorry, you guys, I'm not really feeling that well right now. So yeah. She could be somebody who aggressively approaches people about an issue, but I feel like somebody could ultimately end up, if they haven't already done so, aggressively approach her about an issue. She needs to confront her internal issues because she has a lot of deep-rooted issues from childhood trauma. We saw the card before. She needs to face her fears, or she is someone who is not afraid of facing her fears. She's fearless with the Strength card. She's a very strong woman. And a simple inquiry turns to a serious disagreement. So she needs to be mindful of who she approaches, who she asks questions, and what she asks about and how she asks them. She needs to be mindful of how she goes about communicating with people. I feel like she has communication issues where maybe she could be aggressive and people could misunderstand her at times. But look, she's revealing a lot of hidden secrets. Maybe she could reveal a cheating scandal. She could be revealing people's sexual preferences. Like she could be saying that like a rapper or somebody could be gay or something like that. She's probably like she's exposing the lies being exposed. Somebody could expose lies that she's possibly told, but I feel like a lot of lies surrounding the industry, she's exposing the truth, and she is revealing a lot of hidden secrets surrounding the industry. But Jaguar, like I said, the strength card came out for her twice, and it's like two personalities. Like she could be real cool, but she could be a beast at the same time, and you never really know what you're gonna get and when you're gonna get it. So she could have multiple personality disorder. This is all alleged. It's all in the cards. A personality disorder. She's a beautiful person with a very dark side. Don't. Like, I'm hearing F around and find out. F around and find out is what I'm hearing. She could be violently temperamental. She probably has a really that aggression. She could be, what's the word, like she probably even has fire in her chart too. Anger management. She could have anger issues. What's gotten into you? You were just acting like everything was cool. So Jaguar could be somebody that's very mild and mellow, and then out of nowhere she just gets a burst of energy and will go off on you. I could even I'm even getting visions of her beating the brakes off of like a man. Like a man says something to her. I'm even getting the energy of like a lover. Like her and her lover are together and she's just punching him non-stop, repeatedly, bow, bow. Like I can literally see like she's on the sofa sitting with a guy. The vision is coming to me and she's like bow, 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 just punching him. God bless. Constantly, repeatedly. This is all alleged. These visions is, it's not fact. I don't know. But she has a new lease on life. She is seeing a change for the better. She could be free from a toxic connection. So I did see a lot of breakup cards. So maybe she broke up with somebody. Maybe she ended a toxic relationship. It's the end of a painful cycle for her. The sun is shining and she has a sense of belonging now, a wholeness, a harmony. I feel like a lot of the attention that she's getting right now on these podcasts and these interviews, these platforms that's being offered to her, is really changing her for the better. Like maybe she was dealing with financial issues in the past and now maybe that abundance spell is kicking in and the opportunities are coming in and the money is coming in. But Jaguar needs to be careful. God bless and protect her, please, because somebody is hunting her. They are seeking prey, a hunter seeking prey. She is being preyed upon right now. God bless. So maybe that thing she was talking about as far as the 500,000, wow, that could be true. I don't know if the price point is true, but I do feel like that could be true solely based on what I'm seeing in the cards. Look, duck hunting, deer hunting, shooting ranges. So she needs to make sure she stays heavily protected. If she has a license to carry, definitely carry, girl, because they really look like they are coming after you. God bless her. And she has abandonment issues. And that could all stem from that childhood trauma we seen earlier. Somebody could have left her alone to fend for herself. This could be a relationship. This could also be as a child with the neglect. And maybe her child even feels this way. There's some type of discontinued plans or event. Maybe a canceled interview or canceled celebration. Abandoned buildings, homes, and desolate streets. So she could be in those type of places or have lived in places like that. Let me hurry up. All right, but like I said, she definitely has air in her chart with all this air energy. She's actually very intellectual. As with the personality disorder thing that's coming out in the card, she's actually a very intellectual person. This is a bright, beautiful woman. She analyzes things. She solves problems. She uses reasoning. She's discerning. She's wise. She knows how to accept constructive criticism. She's an honest person. She's sharp-wit, highly educated. She could have been on a debate team, or she just likes to debate. Like, she'll argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring it on. I will go back and forth with you. She's one of a kind. God bless her. Embrace what makes you unique, even if it makes you uncomfortable, Jaguar. I see a sugar rush. She probably likes sweets. She's energetic and exciting. She could be hyperactive and haste, indulgence. We saw the sexy, so she could be a very sexual, sensual person, but she's also adventurous. We saw that with the exploration card. She's a free spirit. She's brave with the strength card. We've seen that. She could have been swept off her feet, or just her presence and personality is one that sweeps people off their feet. And she's poetic. This get like flowetry. This gives me that Philly vibe, the Jill Scott vibe, the Roots type of energy. Romantic words of love and desire. She's a writer. She's poetic and melodic. She's very confident. She has self-confidence, and she's an individual. She's proud of who she is. Look, self-confidence. She don't give a F. She is who she is. Accept me for... What is that song? Don't Make Me Over. Accept me for what I am. Believe in yourself when no one else does. So she doesn't really care what anybody thinks about her. She knows she's that bitch. Serenity. I am no longer accepting things I can't change. I am changing the things I can't accept. She's an African queen. God bless. Maybe not from Africa legit, but like African ancestry. And look at her little afro. She could be a daydreamer. Her head could be in the clouds sometimes. She could be delusional at times. But she has a lot of hopes and dreams. She's a hopeful person, hopes and dreams. She's very inspired. She's optimistic. And she's going to see success at this stage in her career. But it's a lot of envy that she has because she's competitive. I feel like she does have fire in her chart too. She's resentful about, I get the energy of the industry. This could also be a love thing, that she has a lot of resentment. But I get the energy of the industry. She's resentful about her career, how her career turned out. She's discontent. We saw that with the Four of Cups. She's just not happy. She's envy. I feel like there are artists that she may feel like, I am way better than them. I should have done better than them. They don't deserve their position. I deserve that position. But I know that she doesn't like the way the game in the industry is played. So she's making her own rules, is the energy I'm receiving. She's recharging. She's breathing. She's letting go. She's clearing her mind. And wishful thinking. She's getting her second chance in her career. Maybe not necessarily from the music aspect, but from the fame aspect. Because when we saw, she wanted to be famous or popular. So she's getting the fame and the acclaim that, maybe not through music, but through other routes. And she's nostalgic. She's looking back at her career. She's looking back. I'm getting the energy of like a mom. Maybe if I had a second chance to do things differently as a mother is the energy I'm receiving. But she's going to deal with some legal issues. She could be dealing with legal issues. She's going to deal with legal issues. This could be past, present, future situations, lawyers, court, paperwork. And the last card is, once again, with the uncertainty. We saw the Enigma card. She feels puzzled, confused, perplexed, and conflicted. And with that, Jaguar Wright, God bless her. Thank you so much for watching. Happy healing, everyone. Until next time.